So, hello. Today's been a strange day. I've been watching this brilliant documentary about Liam Gallagher, who's a wonderful musician. He's got a new band now called BDI or something like that. He used to be in Oasis. Brilliant band with his brother Noel. Then they split up, and well, anyway, this documentary is all about that. But I love Mancunian people. I love the accent. I love the way they think. I love the way they deal with things and do things. I also love London people, which is this book, Survival Handbook. You know, you've got to survive in life, by a chap called Raymond Mears. This one's in immaculate condition. I can tell you, it's an awesome find. It's actually never been cracked by the look of it. I don't know if you can have a gander, goose gander down there. Came out in the 90s, this book. Ray is a survival professional. He teaches the army, the military. This book's an original one from the Oxford Illustrated Press. It smells a little bit, it's got a mink to it, hasn't it? It's got a bit of a minky monkey. From 1990, there it is. But yeah, it's a lovely book. It's the first book he ever wrote, where he delved into effectively his deep and awesome knowledge of bushcraft, as he calls it, and bits and bobs that he developed, his own techniques. I mean, I've never seen anything like it, to be honest with you. There were a whole load of television series that he made, starting with 15 minutes, and basically just working up and up until he became a force majeure in the survival world, in a world of survival. And geez, you know, when I was living in Australia for the decade that I was there, you got to know what you're up to, mate. You got to know what you're up to, mate. Otherwise, you can die quick. You know, snakes will get you. There's spiders will get you. And so I massively related to Ray's teachings, and started to sort of follow him when I first became aware of him over here in Poland in about 2004, when he had a series called Bushcraft Survival. And I thought, that's actually pertinent to what I used to do. I mean, I'm not saying that Ray invented it. I'm just saying he's picked up all the best techniques that he can from various different continents, and off he goes, off he chuckles. You know, with all the knowledge that he's got. Probably, arguably, one of the best bushcraft people that I've ever seen since. Who was that chap, that Australian fella? I don't remember now. The Bushtucker Man, Les Hiddins. Les Hiddins was a major in the Australian Army, and his mission was to sort of charter out and go off into the outback, mate, and pick up knowledge, mostly from Aboriginal people, and mostly from people that had been in the outback bush for years and years and years, and ultimately assemble it into a format where the Australian military could follow it through. And he's written his books and all the rest of it. In actual fact, Ray has met Les, and it's very interesting, the show. I'll hopefully try and leave a link below, but can't be sure of that one. But no, what Ray's done is taken it a notch up. It's well, Les had these maps that effectively gave you the info that you needed where you were in the outback of Australia, as to what sort of foods, nourishments you could find. So it was a little bit like an Aboriginal old master sort of telling you where the water sources were. You know, it was that sort of stuff. Very, very interesting to watch the shows, and very witty. I mean, Les was obviously very, very amusing to watch, with his Akubra hat on and all the rest of it. These are animal tracks, they are, to tracking and all stuff like that. See, this book's got everything. It's really, really, really good. I don't know what that is. Arrow making or something. Spear sharpening, hunting. So it's all, the chapter is called Hunting. And there are colour photos. there are bits and bobs in there that you can talk about. Mushroom, edibles, non-edibles, all the rest of it. So it's a wonderful book. It's an absolute masterwork, to be honest with you, as far as I'm concerned. Anyway, I'll leave it there because it's going to go ranking on. But it is a practical guide to woodcraft and wood lore by Raymond Mears. He now calls himself Ray Mears. Wood Lore is his company. Again, I'll try and leave a link below. I hope I can. This book, I would say, although they come up expensive to buy, is probably the absolute Bible of bushcraft. It's I've bought many. I mean, okay, get it right that there are Lofty Wiseman's SAS Survival Handbook is another masterwork. It's absolutely amazing. You have to have a copy of that. In fact, if you're interested in the outdoors, you just go Lofty Wiseman. But for detailed interest in bushcrafting, not just so much surviving, but actually living outside in the wilderness, in a tent per se, this book is awesome. It's absolutely amazing. I'll show you the back cover. There you go. That's it, and that's the ISBN. So if you need to get yourself a hold of a copy, as I say, they're not cheap, but you can get second-hand copies. If you're a collector, the Oxford Press version is the original chapter 1. And there was another reprint that came later that are cheaper. But if you are collecting books, if you are actually a book maestro or whatever, make sure if you want the original one, you get that Oxford, first edition ISBN there, published by Oxford Illustrated Press. Sorry, and that's the first edition. That's the one. That's the absolute number you had in. It won't be cheap, but I can't remember who republished it. But anyway, does it matter really? If you want to read the book, just grab a copy, and enjoy. Anyway, I don't know where Jimmy is. He's knocked the pillow off. He's probably on the bed, isn't he? It's over there. It is in the bedroom. It is. There's his sausage. Funny little Jimmy. How's the wobbs his top? How's the cook lad? How's the Jimmy? Sort of. He says, I'll take you to him because I know everyone wants to see Jim, but they all want to see you though, sweetie. They do. They do want to see you. Look at you tapping your little feet out and metering out the little tapsage, isn't he? Who wants to see the Jim buses? Bless you. What a fusser. What a fatocious farces. Anyway, thanks ever so much. Thanks ever so much for watching, guys and girls. Got the size of its claws. Yes, they have to be cut, they do. Yo. Chuckle. Monka.